What's up, y'all? I just wanted to make a quick video. I was supposed to work today, as scheduled to work today, and they canceled, so I have time to go to the gym, and I wanted to make a quick video because I want to just explain real quick to people that, you know, I've made this group because I wanted to make, I want to keep being healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, a conscious thing. It's consciously in your face all the time. And it's something that I'm very passionate about doing, is getting, being a better every day, being a better person every year, and just trying to improve. I know I'm not going to be perfect, but I wanted to let you all know that your questions have helped. That's one of the things that, I didn't get into this group thinking I knew everything. And I didn't get in this group thinking that, I'm going to try to get everybody else's secrets and stuff like that. No, people are out here dying. My mom died of diabetes. My wife could have died from COVID. I've had trauma from just, people in my family that had health issues, and people close to me. So, I don't want to be selfish. I want to help people. And here's one of the questions that my wife asked me. She asked me, if what you're doing works, why did you gain the weight back? And I'll do that every year. It seems like I lose the weight right before summer, gain it right back, and I believe that was due to stress. We'll come back to that. Why do you, this is another person asked me this like last week, and it was so, it really helped. Like, it says, why do you wait so long to eat? And in the picture, I'm at a table with my son at Cheddar's with a huge tray of the best cheese fries I think I've ever ate in my life. And I replied back to her in short, because I'm trying to lose my belly. So make it make sense, and then there's this one that I'm going to address at the end. But anyways, these questions help because they make me think about it. I lived for years and was drinking alcohol, got in trouble, thought I was an alcoholic, and then convincing myself I wasn't an alcoholic. I really did not know I was an alcoholic for years. And I'm using that as an example because people can be sitting there and not know that they have a problem and just live with it for years, because that's what's happened throughout the years. I've seen couples that, you're wondering what the hell they're thinking, and they're just letting themselves go, and they can't even tell when the other one's dying. And it's like, what is going on there? And it's crazy because they're not reading the signs, and we need to care more about ourselves, our bodies, and our minds and that. So just to try to nip this in the bud real quick, the reason I wanted to make this video is because I did receive a breakthrough this month, and it's been profound. I am addicted to, which I never accepted this. I never came to terms with this fact or ever that I was addicted to carbohydrates and sugar mainly. I never came to terms with that. That was never something that I taught myself to believe. Weight Watchers allows you to eat sugar. You can't eat so much of it, but it's still there. So when my wife would have all this stuff in the house, and these foods in the house, cookies, whatever, candy, One week I would be mad at her for bringing it in the house, and then she stopped bringing the stuff in the house and hiding it, and then the next week I'm mad at her because there's nothing sweet in the house and I have to go out and get it. So it's like, it's crazy. It's insanity that that you put yourself through that, and that you really don't understand what's going on with your own damn body and your own damn mind, and you're basically under the control of something that you're putting inside of your body. I've had this struggle with addiction my whole life. This is just one more thing to add to the list. So I just wanted to say this because there was another person that asked me a question: how do I get your husband to go work out with you? Do it by yourself. Do it by yourself, because this is how I figured things out. I had to start this journey by myself. How can I tell somebody, how can I explain to somebody how to lose weight if I'm gaining it back? How's that teaching them? How am I, why am I waiting so long to eat? Well, I learned how to fast and burn fat and get my body in a fat burning mode. But when I have all these sugars around and stuff, that's just like having alcohol and drugs in the house with a crackhead. But when I discovered this keto diet, what this keto diet did for me was, it basically was the adult. It came into the house. You know what I'm saying? I wish it had done this at a young age and said, you can't eat this, you can't eat this. And it's telling me what and what I cannot eat. And that has helped, because it doesn't matter now if my wife brings in all this crap or not. I'm not just combating it and burning the fat and, just basically stopping the bleeding. I I'm literally, if it's there or not, I have control over my mind to be like, I can't have that. Today I choose not to eat that. And she had this talk with me today and was like, I didn't want to throw this food away. And I'm like, I don't think about food like you do anymore. I don't think about it. I eat one meal a day. If throwing food away is going to help you, throw the shit away. I constantly don't think about food like that. And that's what we do. I have a scheduled eating window when I eat. It's planned. And that's when I eat. And I eat healthy. So I'm not constantly thinking about this other stuff. And this breakthrough, this keto diet breakthrough, which isn't that expensive. I eat one meal a day on top of that. I'm burning fat. I'm getting ready to go to the gym and burn more fat. That's the reason why I fast as long as I do, is because I'm trying to burn more fat. That's really what it is. And now that I have this diet in place that I really didn't believe I needed, I was basically, when you're an alcoholic and you're an alcoholic, you'll do things to try to make things better in that situation. You'll try to do things that are just going to help you in that situation, and you're not eliminating the problem. You try to figure out ways to live with it. And that's another point I wanted to drive across. And this is important to me, y'all. This is important to me. It really is. And I know that feeling of what it's like to watch somebody just not doing well health-wise right in front of you. But you can't wait for them to decide to do it. You have to do it for yourself. And there's people that have asked me the question of, I'm a sugar addict, how do I stop, abusing the sugar? Keto diet, I can tell you right now, made me realize that I had the addiction to begin with. So, and for anybody out there that wants to do better and wants to try to do better, you can't go around with attitude, I can't. That is one of the things I hear come out of people's mouths that are not succeeding in losing weight and making their life better is I can't. You know, I have lived for a long time with the attitude is it's I can. You know, it's constant and never, it's can I. Constant and never ending improvement. You know, it's easier said than done, but that's something I always keep in the back of my mind, and I'm going to seal that off with do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. You know, I was a lead at my job. I was under a huge amount of stress. You know, I was finding out who I was. I was at a time in my life where, you know, I was really finding out who I was, and it took somebody else. It took somebody else to recognize my potential and really seeing me what I didn't see in myself. It took somebody to meet me where I was at and basically show me that this warped perception that I had of myself, of this junkie that's not ever going to be shit in life, was false. And it made me do better. And, you know, I'll never forget that. But do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. Because in those hard times, you know, I overcame, you know, my addiction. I got sober. I've been sober ever since. And you know, I started to train myself. I brought that up because I remember the main thing that really helped me and started that whole thing off is because I started praying every morning, just, you know, I already had this stressful job, but I started praying for the strength to go to the gym. So the next thing you know, I'm this guy that's got to be at work early in the morning. I'm already in the gym, working out, getting myself into a powerful state, you know, of mind. And by the time I got to work, you know, I was a force to reckon with. I was already in a powerful state of mind and spiritual and mental. I was ready for battle, you know, and I succeeded, and I held the line for as long as I could take it. But whatever it takes, do whatever it takes, you know. I was watching this movie this samurai movie where this guy, you know, he was getting sliced up to pieces by this samurai who was just an assassin. And the guy he wasn't like the other guys that was getting killed. He just kept coming back and kept fighting. And finally he died. And the guy was like, you know, the samurai was like, this guy had a strong will to live. You know, he wanted to live. And it was like, his will was strong to live. And it was like, why? Why was his will so strong to live? Well, he was about to get married and, you know, stuff like that. But we have to fight for our lives, man. You have to fight, have something to fight for. So, and don't, you know, don't go around with the attitude that, you know, you're too good. You're too good for everybody. I'm not asking for a damn dime from anybody. I don't care. I don't have this attitude that, you know, I'm better than anybody and that I have more than anybody. I came from nothing pretty much. I felt like nothing. I was treated like nothing. And I don't feel that way about myself. I don't get hand-me-down clothes from my family anymore. I'm not the same person anymore. And I take great pride in that. So fight for your life. I'm gonna go hit this gym, and God bless y'all.